But I also think that fight was pretty broken. I think Navigator is too strong, and I think Tank is too dang weak. There's definitely some balancing issues.
In
Look
this
around.
tapestry of a world, I am the
Like,
rogue thread.
On turn 1, the 2 of the little guys killed the tank. Like, that shouldn't be... Like, if I take every defensive option in the game on a character, they should be able to take a couple of hits.
They will see. Oh, yes, indeed.
Vanguard is
They
useless, believe me.
will
I mean, that,
see.
to me, that just kind of further improves, proves my point. Like, it's not that Cassia can take massive hits, but she has really high dodge, and she has regen, so if she survives the hit, she gets her health back. As a navigator, she knows the best route of a knife to your kidney.
With the physical horrors of Kimura behind them.
Oh, is that the end of chapter 3?
An arduous journey, possible only with the help of a Xenos guide, lay ahead for the rogue trader and his party. From one strange destination to the next, through unknowable environments, the mere sight of which could drive one to madness.
So that means Cassia, with 50% more sight, is going to get 50% more mad.
Despite the challenges, they managed to escape the labyrinthian webway and find their way back.
There's Pascal.
Home?
Oh, I remember this spot. Oh man, this was really early in the game. Old man, a poorly shaved commoner in worn coveralls eyes you with suspicion. He's clutching an autogun that looks like it's one careless reload away from falling apart. The man narrows his eyes and inquires, "Oi, who are you lot? You're not bandits, are you?" Upon noticing a non-human in your retinue, the old man grimaces with contempt and clutches the Aquila hanging around his neck. And chumming around with inhuman scum, no less. Begone, you lanky freak. I compel you with Saint Cognatius's name, with Saint Nicomedes Keefe's name, with Saint Drusus's name. Glendale casts a weary eye over the commoner and inquires quietly, is this monkey possessed or simply mad? Oh, my tower. Oh my gosh, it's so big. Persuasion. I am the master of this planet, Muck von Luck von Valancius, and I require something of you. Persuasion success. Blessed throne! You're joshing me. This lordship in these here backwoods. What an honor. Big ol' honor, this. The man drops to his knees and tries his best to hide his travesty of a firearm, pretending like he wasn't just pointing it at your chest a moment ago. I'm just a low-born, small, humble man. I've only ever seen your lustrous visage on the holy icons in the temples of the capital. I need a shuttle and means of contacting the astropathic choir so I can summon my void ship here. In a jiffy, your lordship. Please be welcome to our flying ferry. It's right over yonder in the brush. It's also where our expedition's Vox Wizard is staying. Glendale shoots you a keen look and asks coldly, will your capital offer protection? I do not wish to be changing one prison for another. I'm going to tell you guys right now, if there's an option on the next page to shoot this guy, I am doing it. Because my guy is extremely anti-Xenos right now. Okay? Like, extremely. The old man glances at the Farseer suspiciously. Will that there chatty mug be flying to the capital with your lordship? He's got an awful big mouth. He looks like trouble. This one? Oh, he's of no more use to me. The sight of a dying Xenos makes the commoner rejoice. You show him, your lordship. Death to the enemies of humanity. Muck will always pick the murder hobo option. No, Banana. I gave them a chance. I did so many tasks for Yearliette, and then she betrayed me. So now, no more. Fool me 3 times, shame on you. Fool me 4 or more times, shame on me. There's something comical about watching people struggle through eldritch horrors as you casually eat a sandwich. Peanut butter and jelly. If there's an option to kill, game proceeds to offer such option. Dude, some of the options in this games are like so dark it makes me uncomfortable though. Like you get to your planet and they're under fire and they're like, "Sir, thank God you're here. You can help us muster a defense." And there's an option that's like, after we handle this, have all the soldiers that failed defending the world, you know, kill themselves. And it's just like, what? Like they're having a bad enough day. Like there's a few that have been really ultra dark. The high-ranking officers beam with genuine happiness. Dan Rock steps forward and solemnly says, "Welcome to the bridge, Lord Captain. Like the rest of the crew, we're overjoyed by your return and thank the Emperor for it." Okay, what about the fact that I had, like, bones growing in weird directions in the warp? Am I, like, still misfigured? The crew stares in awe and terror at the giant towering over the crowd. Some make the sign of the Aquila on their chests, others collapse to their knees with a prayer to the God Emperor on their lips. This wave of pious shock does not seem to decompose Ulfar in the slightest. He just chuckles into his beard and glances around curiously. Sister Argenta greets you with burning eyes. "Welcome back, rogue traitor. No trial could break the will of the Emperor's chosen or stop him from returning to those who have put their hopes in him." First off, how much do you know about my abduction? Not much, Lord Captain. All contact with your party was lost shortly after the supposed pirates boarded the ship and abducted your companions' kinspeople. We immediately sent shuttles with boarding parties to your aid, but we didn't find anyone on the ship save for the crew, who had all either been butchered or driven insane. Since your lordship's body was never recovered, we hoped against hope you're still alive. Alas, even our most alert auger operators never spotted anything suspicious, and thus our ignominious failure put you in dire peril. Dare we inquire what happened to your lordship? Yerliet helped the Drakari abduct me and take me to Kamarog. The officers erupt into indignant shouts promising death to any traitor of Xenos that crosses their path. Ravor shakes his head. Xenos have no souls and no conscience. They are dishonorable degenerates and traitors by their very nature. Where was my ship all this time? At an officer's council, we decided to take the ship to Footfall, where one can hear the gossip of the entire expanse. Our agents tirelessly searched for information about your lordship. Had we heard even a whisper where you were in prison, we would have immediately launched a rescue expedition. It should be dark, and if you want to be bloodthirsty, no mercy, kill every single person in existence, fragile ego, you can. It will change the ending and some other parts of the game. Oh, no, 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 no. I'm not saying that the options shouldn't exist, Original Slayer. I was just saying that I was just like, whew, when I saw them. That's all. While you were away, Lord Captain, we took every effort to find you. That resulted in a number of modifications to the ship that have significantly upgraded it. Thanks to a favorable deal made by the esteemed High Factotum, the ship is now equipped with state-of-the-art augur systems and direction finders from Kiava Gamma. That is quite enough fawning and fussing. I wish to return to my duties immediately. The group of servitors suddenly stirs, their movements frighteningly identical even for automatons. They stare at you and say in perfect unison, "Hello, Nomos have come to welcome you back. We sense a great deed has been done, a vivid imprint on existence. You did something very important. What was it?" "I triumphed over the enemies of humanity by pitting the arch-enemy's blight against that of the Xenos." "How is that a triumph? You desire other victories. We know that you do." Unexpected decisions are unavoidable. All life is inconsistent. We understand that. The chorus of servitors pauses, as if the controlling entity is busy thinking. "We must go now. We will come to speak with you later." Another pause follows, so long that the silence becomes more piercing than a scream. Then the servitors finally break it. "We felt sadness when we could no longer communicate with you, and we were worried about your fate. One can detect with the naked eye the moment when Nomos leaves the bridge. The servitors stop moving in sync and slowly shuffle off to their posts." You know, earlier he took control of a, not a servitor. It was something else. But, like, he burned out the thing's brain because he was too strong for it. So I'm surprised he can control those for that amount of time. Maybe it's because it was a short time. Danrock adjusts his jacket before addressing you. Now then, Lord Captain, shall we get to business? We have a number of items to go over. The Expanse is in flames, your lordship. Squadrons and smaller groups of despicable Drukhari raid our systems. The cult of the Final Dawn has emerged in full force, wreaking havoc everywhere. We've heard rumors of the fall of Santiel's pride, House Corda's world, an outrageous sacrilege given how abundant and inexpensive Promethium is there. Strife has broken out between House Winterscale and House Corda. Chaos reigns everywhere, only the esteemed Lord Inquisitor is trying to fight it, concentrating all available forces at footfall to tighten them into a fist to smash the rampaging heretics and Xenos vermin. What kind of Xenos are attacking the Expanse? Drukhari, your lordship. Their squadrons, both large and small, are invading the Expanse, unleashing carnage on planets, taking captives by the thousands, and attacking ships. It is as if something has poked their nest, if you will, and now they are lashing out. How fares the worlds of my dynasty? The heretics' malicious acts make it difficult to maintain astropathic contact with the colonies. The cult of the Final Dawn strikes everywhere, and their sleeper agents are active on every planet. On Phoebos 6, a mutiny was crushed after a group of oh, they must know that it's Monday, chat. Newly arrived prisoners succumbed to blasphemous propaganda. But other worlds stand firm against the onslaught of the enemies of humanity and do not succumb to the pernicious influence. So Xavier Calcazar led the defense? Exactly. The esteemed Lord Inquisitor Calcazar declared himself commandant of the Cronus Expanse and issued orders to requisition troops. He made Footfall his base of operations, as it was the most logistically convenient point. From there, his fleet strikes throughout the Expanse, destroying the forces of the Cult of the Final Dawn and the abominable Drukhari. He may be all that currently stands in the way of the Expanse being turned into ashes. When heretics laid siege to Euphrates II, a hollowed forge of the Cognizant's fleet, the Lord Inquisitor sent an enormous force. Now they and the Explorator squadrons, recalled from the front lines, stand together against the heretics in the Battle of the Sacred Planet. What's the problem between Incendia and Caligos? When the esteemed Lord Inquisitor called upon the rogue traders to join forces, her ladyship Incendia Corda heeded the summons, while his lordship Caligos Winterscale ignored it. Rumor has it that his refusal was defiant in manner, and served as a pretext for Lady Corda to declare war on House Winterscale. Winterscale's ships are being hunted and his worlds occupied under the pretense of compelling them to submit to Imperial creed. Surprisingly, for all his love of fighting, Winterscale is in no hurry to defend his domain. According to accepted astropathic messages, he and his retinue are currently on Quetzal Temer, hunting down a Xenos fleet, Eldari by all appearances. Is there anything else I should know? The factotum lowers his head in thought. There have been other minor developments. If you so wish, I will gladly bring you up to speed on the bridge. I would not want them to take any time away from this occasion. Thank you. Report received. Lord Captain, Abelard bows his head. Allow me to make a request, a personal one. While you were away, Zachary Weiss received an astropathic message from Dargonis. It concerns my family. The Weissarians have been accused of betraying House von Valancius. Dude, the second option. They've shown their true colors at last. I always knew your family sucked, Abelard. How is this possible? I cannot comprehend it. He shakes his head ruefully. The Weissarians have served the Rogue Trader dynasty loyally for generations. This is hard to admit, but I am simply crushed by the news. The accusations were leveled by, or on behalf of, the Drivestems, the Governor family. Under normal circumstances, the investigation would not have required your involvement, and my entire family would have been... But being of noble stock, the Weissarians are entitled under an ancient custom to petition for a rogue trader's personal protection once in a generation. Your personal protection, Lord Captain. He raises his eyes at you. Do not deny us that honor, I implore you. Abelard. Wait, no, I'm only... yeah, I'll promise to investigate. I want to see where it goes. Tell Zachary Weiss to send a message to Dargonis saying I will personally take part in the investigation. He breathes a sigh of relief and seems to grow an inch or two taller. Will do, Lord Captain. Okay. I'm all turned around. Alright. I'll investigate after my sandwich. Yeah, right? Let's see if the others have anything new to say. You leveled up again? Yeah, I want to respect this guy to change a few talents.
The Omniscient knows all. Mate!
Mate! Let's see. Nomos are here. What do you want to talk about? All right, chat. Give me like a minute or two here. Finish the last few bites of this, and then we can focus on that. You should respec Space Wolf. Why? What are you recommending? I don't hate his current build. He just got popped because he didn't have 100% dodge and we were fighting God. His build is extremely bad. Thank you for that extremely detailed and comprehensive analysis. That helps me immensely to know exactly what you're talking about. He has medium armor proficiency. Some talents do not work on him. Does he just start with that, just baked in? How big is that sandwich? Last bite. It's a normal sized sandwich. When I'm playing this game, I have to read out loud, and I can't eat while playing it. Like Dragon Age Inquisition, they do the talking themselves. I can just eat the sandwich. All right. You must learn the subtle art of eat speak. If I was eating something like applesauce that didn't require chewing, I'd be able to go back and forth between eating and this much more quickly. Okay. You are in a servitor's body at Magnae Accessio, Nomos. How is it that you're once again in a cogitator? Nomos are not in a cogitator or in a servitor. We cannot say where we are, but our existence is tied to the existence of the ship for now. The servitor and the cogitator are only external interfaces, shells, like humans and their bodies. So you really are the spirit of the ship? He is silent for a long time, as though mulling over your words. We do not know what we are, but the ship is not us. The ship is our cradle. We may rise from it one day. We would like that. Bodies are not merely shells. No, they are shells. The rasping voice sounds adamant. A human's existence is more than the existence of its shell. That is obvious to us. There's always something more, something that simmers and shines, for which the dark light and wicked hunger are always reaching. You read the databank recovered from Theodora's cache, and when you said the incident marked the beginning of Nomos, what did you mean by that? Yes, Nomos remembers. You brought us data sustenance, and it contained a name, Epitaph. We recognized it. No, not like that. In that name, we recognized the place where Nomos originate. Incident N87204 was a shipwide system failure of some kind. It and Epitaph had something to do with the ship flying better. The incident marked the beginning of us. The ship became better because of us too. These are all links in the same chain, but we cannot piece them together yet. The people who accompanied Theodora on her travels are strangely unaware of the incident and Epitaph. Human shells are subject to external influences. Perhaps someone purged their memory archives, or perhaps they simply do not want to access them. It is a shame that no new information was obtained, but Nomos are grateful that you tried. I'm gonna take my leave. Alright. Mike, what did you do to ship so it talks? It's just hashtag Nomos things, that's all. Wait, I am so turned around right now. Come back. Alright, really quickly. I'm pretty happy with my main guy's build, except he doesn't have 100% dodge. However, let's do, hang on a sec. Beep, beep, beep. And, man, I'm taking screenshots to save some time. Okay, and go back to this one, and that, and... Alright. Ah, shoot. Hold on. All right. I'm putting these into MS Paint. There we go. Okay. I have pictures of my build. How do you respec in this game? Well, I was told you talk to High Factotum. I'm about to try it for the first time. I'm in need of training. I will show you our sparring chambers at once. Select a character to reset. Are you sure you want to reset progress and their archetypes? Yeah. Okay, so you still keep the same archetype, but you can respec the stuff in the archetype. Alright, persuasion. Last time here, I picked CV, increase range. Yeah, that's fine. Then I picked FA. Was that oh, that's fellowship? There's not an A in fellowship. What's the A for? Fellowship. Then here I picked something that was CL. What is CL? Contagious luck. Using a non-damaging ability on an ally grants the ally the ability to re-roll. We're already getting that from Heinrich. I don't need that here. So we can get something else here. Get stabilizing factor for now. Okay, here I had something that was IC, as Inspire Courage. Give them 6 temp hit points for a round. That is not great. No respite is the thing we want. This is another infinitely scaling thing. Give them that. And here, willpower. Now last time, I mean, I could give them the pyromancy. I don't use it much. Pyromancy is what I got. Actually, no, I got it later on. All right, so invigorate was for the heal. So I'll take invigorate, and then something that read SF was what I got here. What was SF? Stabilizing factor, which I got at the last level up. Okay. Hey, can I ask a new YouTube question? Yeah, Tasha, what's up? Strength, vitality. We'll get nimble. Okay, next up, we got SI. What was SI? Seize initiative. Oh, yes, absolutely want to keep that. Then persuasion. And then FH. These all say FH. That one. All right, here we got. These both say C. Crap. It's either commerce or coercion. Like coercion. And then fellowship bonus. If I join the channel through YouTube, will the AI dude read a message if I have one? You talk about doing like a membership thing? It will not. It will not, no. There are ways to do that as a streamer. If you're asking like, is it possible? But there is not a like flashy alert that plays for that on my stream. And it's because of a limitation. So I've been streaming on Twitch for 5 years. I've been streaming on YouTube for a couple months now. I just recently got permission to be able to do both at the same time. And one of the rules I have to follow is if I'm streaming to multiple sources, I can't show stuff from other sources. Like if I was streaming to, and it's not just YouTube, if I was streaming to like Kick or Facebook Gaming or something, I cannot show alerts from those on this one unless they're like heavily modified. So it just says like, thanks for the support. Like it's vague. And I've not been able to set that up yet. So right now, I just thank people verbally. There's not like an alert or something for the text. There's not like text to speech. Still, that is already set up on the Twitch side, just not on the YouTube side. Thanks, Mark. You're welcome. Okay. Let's see. PR. What? PR. Oh no, we're looking at that one right now. That's FA. Okay. What is PR? Oh, probably psi rating. Psi rating. That's it. All right, and then this one was Wah power. Why though? WA. Maybe that's like willpower attribute. Okay, so here is where I got pyromancy to be able to do the fire thing last time. Now I could do that again. It's certainly not a huge deal to do that. I could get something else. Or get enfeeble. The pyromancy, I truly don't use it much. Like, on occasion, but it's just... It takes someone burning for 10 turns to do the damage that cast does in, like, 1 turn. Let's mix it up. Let's get enfeeble instead of pyromancy. Here... Hey, Muck, chat up as well. It's going good, Zed. Could get the permanent dot damage thing if I wanted. Subtle manipulation's not bad. It will not die. I know I get that eventually, so I'll go ahead and grab that. Let's see. So here I had IW, which was it will not die. So, okay. So for this level, I can get officer stuff. Is there any other officer stuff I want? Targets an ally with an action, ability, or attack. That ally's resolve is increased by 1 until the end of the officer's next turn. Blood of Martyrs, Steel Resolve. Man, I wish I could have just, like, seen my build and just changed the few talents I wanted to change rather than doing all of this from scratch again. More than possible. Yeah, that's fine. We'll try that out. Alright, so for this level, last time I got C. It was either coercion or carouse, probably coercion. Alright, and then toughness, and then SV. What is SV? Strange Vitality. When the Psyker's allies or the Psyker themselves are under the effects of psychic powers, they gain +5 toughness for each such effect. I wonder if